Hi, I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, August the 11th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in, and it seems like we could just repeat the video from yesterday. It looks like a similar weather pattern. Let's get right to the Skycam imagery. There's an interesting look from the Gadsden Skycam, and the Gadsden Skycam, of course, on top of Nakalula Mountain, and looking out over, looks like a cloud deck and fog. Vic Bell reporting from our Skywatchers that the visibility in Black Creek was down to about 75 yards. No visibility issues, though, at the Tennessee River as we look out over the Decatur Skycam, and certainly a glorious shot this morning. The front that we saw across the Ohio River Valley is still there, and the focus for a good deal of showers and thunderstorms. And it looks like with the moisture-rich atmosphere that we have in place and the upper ridge that we see in the upper air pattern, that we're going to be staying in pretty much a showery pattern, similar to what we saw yesterday for the next couple of days. A cold front, though, is going to be producing additional rains at midweek. We do note in the upper air pattern, of course, the little upper cyclone that moved into Mexico yesterday. Temperatures across central Alabama generally in the lower 70s for morning lows. A few spots getting into the upper 60s, but generally lower 70s with those dew points staying up pretty high. Not quite as many showers on the radar as we saw yesterday, but the QPF suggesting that we're going to still see a good deal of moisture. Now again, keep in mind that the precipitation is going to be showery, so therefore not everybody's going to get all of this rain over the next 5 days. Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk for severe weather, organized severe storms across, generally focused on Nebraska, but edging into Iowa and parts of southwestern South Dakota and a little bit of the surrounding area. Day 2, no specific slight risk areas, but several C-text areas for marginally severe storms. And the tropics, despite the fact that we're coming up on the climatologically active part of hurricane season, remain quiet. The 06Z GFS model run, and as you might expect, showers forecast for today. And again, the moisture-rich atmosphere, all the pink areas that you see are areas on the precipitable water chart that are actually above 2 inches, so staying very, very moisture-rich. We are seeing some changes, however. The ridge is beginning to break down a little bit. This is Monday's forecast. And we also note the fairly strong trough coming into the western Great Lakes. By Tuesday, that trough is digging in, and we also see a couple of little disturbances, one over extreme western Nebraska, and then another one in the vicinity of southwest Missouri, those will help to deepen the trough, and that also portends the presence of a cold front coming into the Ohio River Valley. The trough sharpens up on Wednesday the 14th as we see a little piece of energy coming through the flow down there. So once again, I think Wednesday is going to be a day with pretty good chances for showers and thunderstorms. We also see that on Thursday as the front gets down into the area. Now, the GFS is suggesting the front comes on through. The GFS is even in the Moss guidance suggesting that we're going to see dew points dropping back into the mid and lower 60s. However, there is a problem. When we look at the forecast chart for the upper air pattern for Friday, you'll notice that the trough axis is still to our west. It's generally along the Mississippi River, and we don't usually see showers completely end as long as the trough axis remains to our west. So we may need to keep showers in the forecast, and the GFS kind of hints at that on Friday. On Saturday, that trough axis is still along the Mississippi River, so we're not seeing it quite get by. So once again, we may have to continue with chances for showers. And we notice that the trough axis still is to our west on Sunday, and that means that we may have to keep some showers in the forecast, but it looks like they would be significantly less than what we're going to see at midweek on Wednesday and Thursday. Now, extending the forecast out into Voodoo country, and we do note that the upper ridge kind of noses in as the main trough stays along the extreme east coast, but still that's not any excessive heat. And then when we get out to the end of the period, around the end of August at the 26th, we also note that there's still this weakness over the area. And so once again, no sign of any extreme heat, although it certainly looks like we might warm up again. That'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video. Expect James Spann to be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, I hope that your Sunday is a good one. Have a great day, enjoy the day, and keep it cognizant of these afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of Central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.